Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 20th. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But Taurus, let's see what is going on for you. This looks pretty nice so far. You have the Ten of Swords. I don't like that, but let's keep it going here and let's see what is going on for you here. We'll take all that. So let's see here, Taurus. All right. You start off with this B spirit says sweet results await. So I feel like for some of you, I do feel like there have been delays here. This is your past position. You have the Ten of Swords here. For some of you, this past row could just say like you're going through divorce or separation. You know, it's like if you're going through that situation, it's just like things are improving. So again, past position, nothing to worry about. So I feel like sweet results await. For others of you, this is like you're just starting something new. You could be starting a new business or you could be starting a new job. And I feel like there's a ton of success for you in that. But I just feel like you have to kind of like stick to the way things have always been done. You have this by the book card here, and here's the problem, is that, I talk about this a lot. We have Neptune and Pisces right now, and the problem with Neptune and Pisces, I think, is that sometimes we can like want to start something like a business or a new job, and it's like we try to reinvent the wheel. And there's nothing wrong with innovation either. And I mean, actually, I feel like there's a lot of like very innovative energy, Uranus and Taurus and things like that as well. But it's like sometimes we just have to do things the way they're meant to be done, right? And I feel like that this could be saying there's a lot of success for you if you're like starting a business or a new job. But it's like just stick to the way things have always been done. In this row here, you have the Knight of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Hierophant. Definitely get like divorce vibes here. So if you're not going through divorce, I would say this part of the message is not for you, because I just feel like this is like a divorce situation. It could have been with a player type person with that Knight of Wands. It could have just been with someone who's inconsistent, and that's the word that's popping into my head, is that I don't really feel like, maybe you're divorcing someone who wasn't really a bad person, but maybe they were just inconsistent. Maybe they weren't emotionally available or something like that. For others, I feel the same thing, like in a breakup. It's like maybe they weren't a bad person. Maybe they weren't a player or a cheater. I just feel like they were like an inconsistent person is the word that's popping into my head with the Knight of Wands. So, and you also have the Knight of Pentacles here. I feel like this is like you looking towards more consistency. It's like you want someone who's in it for the long haul if you're looking for love. King of Pentacles here. It's in the Eight of Cups. I feel like you're cutting out the crap. This is what I feel like saying to you, Taurus. This Eight of Cups and this Queen of Cups, I feel like you're like in all areas of your life, it's like you're looking at situations and you're like, if this doesn't emotionally fulfill me or if this doesn't make me happy, I'm cutting it out, plain and simple. So I feel like you're just like making decisions here, which is probably a good thing, Taurus, anyway. You show up here, the Hierophant, so it's like you're showing up in a very strong position. For others, I feel like you're just like kind of going through a change process here with these cards. That's all I get for you there. Next, you have the Standstill card. I feel like some of you maybe feel like life has been slow recently, or maybe things have just been like plodding along, Taurus, right? So I feel like you feel that you want to make bigger leaps. Here's the thing, Taurus, is that you have the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Ten of Wands, and the Empress. In the Lenormand cards, which we're going to use this to clarify your reading in just a minute, Taurus, the Ten of Clubs is called the Bear. The Ten of Clubs is kind of like the Ten of Wands here, and it's popping into my head. It'll be interesting to see if we get the Ten of Clubs in your reading. It can represent wanting to make faster progress. It can represent wanting to make a huge leap forward, like wanting to go from point A, not from point A to point B. It's like you want to go from point A to point Z, It's like you want to jump straight to the end. So I feel like for some of you, it's like you're in a little bit of a standstill. The Knight of Pentacles says that we have to follow a process, right? It says we have to go through the process and we have to enjoy the process as well. That Ten of Wands is just like all the things, all the beginning stage things. I almost feel like pickup sticks is what I feel like saying with this Ten of Wands. I almost feel like saying that everything you need is like scattered around, right? And it's like you're in this process of having to pick up a bunch of sticks or having to pick up a bunch of like puzzle pieces in your life. I get like some like minor annoyance, but also excitement here as well, Taurus. It's a very weird feeling to try to describe it, if I'm being honest with you. But like I feel annoyed but excited at the same time with this Ten of Wands. So it's like one of those things where it's like maybe you're annoyed that you have to go out and date and meet someone new, but at the same time there's like a little bit of excitement. But I feel like you're building something as well. You have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. This is like building energy. It's like starting energy. So it's like maybe you're a little bit annoyed that you have to restart a process. But look, you have the Empress, tons of abundance, tons of success coming in for you. Some sort of major harvest as well. I almost feel like saying the universe is paying you back here with this Empress card. It's like you learned some very difficult lessons. Here's the thing with the Ten of Swords, is that I know a lot of readers like to say how bad this card is and everything like that, but there are these mountains in the background on the Ten of Swords. And these mountains represent the potential for a victory in the future once you've moved on from something here with that Ten of Swords. You know, Ten of Swords says something is dead, done, over with. And it's like you have the Ten of Wands. It's like you are moving on. It's like, yeah, maybe you're still experiencing some burdens or some sadness or some challenges from the past, but it's like you're moving forward to you right here, the King of Pentacles. So it's like you are moving towards sitting in your strength, sitting in your power. You show up twice here. This puts you in a very strong position, in a position of power and strength. So I feel like you are showing up in a very strong position. Definitely a lot of abundance coming in. Next, you have the By the Book card. So I feel like this is just saying do things the way they're meant to be done. This could be in work, in business, in pretty much any area of your life. I do feel like it's saying also to like trust in the past as well is what's popping into my head. So again, if you're going through a separation, it's like maybe you have someone trying to come back. I feel like this is saying, you know, that pretty much this person is not going to change. So I feel like for some of you, it's like you have to be careful with someone coming back from the past. I only feel that for just like a very few of you. For most of you, I feel like you're moving on to new love here. We'll talk about that in a second. But in this row, you have the Two of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. I feel like you're just looking for situations that fulfill you. That Two of Wands, I feel like, is you having guts. You know, I just feel like you're very gutsy and bold at this time, Taurus. So I really love that energy for you. I feel like that's really good. It's almost like you're saying that you are going to start leaving your comfort zone with this Two of Wands. It's almost like you're saying, I'm going to start going towards things that I want. It's like you're taking control here with this Two of Wands. Two of Wands is a card of like taking the lead and taking control of something. The King of Pentacles, I do feel like some of you are clearly becoming more abundant. Empress, King of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. It's like you're kind of creating more abundance. You have the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Cups here. I feel like this could be a change in direction in love. Like I said, obviously some of you are going through a breakup or a separation, or it could be a divorce. And I feel like you're kind of only willing to invest in relationships that invest in you with this energy here. So let's clarify this and let's see what we get for you. Between the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, you have the King of Hearts. This is called the House. It's a card of like safety, security, comfort, protection. And it just represents maybe like finding a person in love who is who provides you with a certain level of comfort and who really loves you. So this is like true love coming in. This could also represent a move, by the way, Taurus. So, you know, top row here, two knights, the House card, the Two of Wands. Some of you could be moving or traveling as well. Between the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands, you have the book, the Ten of Diamonds. Very good. The Ten of Diamonds is a card of success and abundance coming in for you. It's also a card of like having learned some information. So I feel like some of you have like learned some things that are getting you to move forward here. Between the Hierophant and the Empress, you have the Queen of Spades. This is called the Bouquet. The bouquet kind of can represent like a gift from the universe. And so I feel like for some of you, it's like you're receiving the gift of abundance, obviously, or a harvest with this Empress card here. Between the Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Wands, you have the Cross. This card is the Six of Clubs in the playing card reading system. It can represent like having a cross to bear or kind of like picking up some burdens, right? 10 of Wands. But like I said, it's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, the cross is considered to be a challenging card in the Lenormand, but to me, it's also a card of success. Like, yeah, it can say that you're picking up some burdens. It can say that things are going to be, you know, a challenge or whatever, but it's also a card of success. So, you know, I feel like there's success coming in here. Between the 10 of Wands and the King of Pentacles, you have the Jack of Clubs. This card is called the Whip, and it basically says, don't beat yourself up over things from the past. So I feel like some of you just need to let go of the past there with that card. I'm also getting good news, which is weird. Good news is popping into my head, so I feel like some of you could be getting good news. Between the Empress and the Eight of Cups, look at this, you have the Fox. I feel like you're noticing the tricks that people have played on you in the past, or you're noticing the, like, how maybe you got into relationships with people who didn't fully invest. Like, maybe they only were like 1 foot in, 1 foot out of the relationship always. Like I said, I just get inconsistency. The word inconsistent is popping into my head with that Knight of Wands. I feel like you want the full commitment or you're out, plain and simple. It's like, you know, I feel like part of you understands with these cards that sometimes maybe people are guarded because they've been hurt in the past. So I feel like you're being compassionate with this Queen of Cups. It's like you're understanding that with a person in love. But I feel like you're also saying to yourself, I'm a new person. I'm not that old person that this person dated. So it's like they need to make the full commitment. So I feel like you're not playing around with that Fox card. In this top row, your outcome is the Clover. Love it. The 6 of Diamonds. It's a lot of luck. You also have 2 6s here. I love 2 6s. 2 6s to me says you're on the right path. You're going in the right direction in your life. So definitely success, but it is a card of luck. So I feel like there's a lot of luck coming in for you. In this middle row here, you have the Rider. This is the 9 of Hearts. This card represents like communication. Like I said, how funny is that? I said good news. It is a card of good news. So I feel like there's good news coming in for you. Could also be like a Knight in Shining Armor type of energy. So there could be love coming in for you with that Rider card. In your bottom row, you have the Queen of Diamonds. This card is called the Crossroads. It's a card of like having a choice to make. And really, this says, really, I feel like you already know the choice that you're going to make if you are making any choices at this time, or if you're trying to make a choice. You have the Clover here, which kind of says like, this is a card of needing to stand up for yourself. What's really interesting is that you used to get this card all the time, Taurus. When I used to read playing cards, you used to get this this is the 6 of Diamonds. And it's a card of imposter syndrome. It's a card of like feeling like you're not good enough. Jack of Clubs, change your words. Jack of Clubs is a card of beating yourself up over nothing. So this is like saying you need to be bold, assertive. You need to stand up for yourself and go for what you want. What do you know? The 10 of Clubs, I was literally talking about this, the Bear. I feel like there are huge leaps coming in for you with that Bear card. Yeah, you have the Mountain, 8 of Clubs. This card says you need to let go of any, basically just says take the road less traveled. This Queen of Diamonds here, this Crossroads card, it's like saying you have choices in your life. I feel like this is saying basically, pick the new path, basically, with that 8 of Clubs. The Mountain card here, this 8 of Clubs, it can represent challenges, but your whole reading is about like accepting some sort of challenge. But this is like a quest. This is not like, this is not something to be shied away from, Taurus. It's like you have the 10 of Clubs, or the 10 of Wands, and this 6 of Clubs. This is, like I said, picking up responsibility. Remember what I was saying earlier about like I was getting like that minor annoyance, like picking up pieces of a puzzle, but it's like a good thing. I feel like this is going to lead to success. 8 of Diamonds, you have the key for success in your life. I feel like there's a lot of success coming in for you, but it's like through doing something that is going to make you more bold. That's what I think this is. You have the 10 of Diamonds here, and you have this Bear card, this 10 of Clubs. This is a lot of learning energy, these 2 10s here. And so I feel like you are going through a learning process in your life, but it's like you're doing something that's turning you into a leader here. I can't help but focus on this front elephant as well. It's like you are gaining knowledge to be a leader in life, the King of Pentacles right here. So I really feel like you're kind of just learning at this time. And maybe that's what this is. And it's like you're becoming a leader in life, or you're kind of going to stand out in some way. It's like it's almost like people are going to be looking up to you. And I love that. So love it, Taurus. Thank you for watching, and definitely enjoy your week.